Hi, it's Celeste Majors, your canary in the coal mine. So today I wanted to talk more about tapping to reduce your anxiety about coronavirus. In fact, that's the name of a video that I would recommend that's done by Julie Schiffman. And I'll put that in, I'll put the link in the email that I often send out if you're receiving emails from me about my health tips. If you're not, if you're only watching this on YouTube, the name of the video is Tapping to Reduce Anxiety About Coronavirus by Julie Schiffman. So what I wanted to talk about today was, once again, I wanted to remind you how very, very, very important it is to keep your stress level as low as possible. And I know you're saying, how can I keep my stress level as low as possible in these times with what's going on with having, being confined to my house, having the kids home, having to work from home with my spouse there, worrying about my other relatives, the kids home from college, all these things, possibly financial problems because I'm not able to work right now. And I might get sick myself. And there's just so many things to worry about. So I know this is really, really hard, but it's really, really important not to go down that rabbit hole, not to be winding that stuff up in your mind about what can happen. Because you can't control most of it. And all it's doing is reducing the function of your immune system. And you don't want that. You want to have a nice, strong, healthy immune system. These measures of washing your hands and social distancing and what's the third one? Well, anyway, they're all good things, but they all are about protecting yourself, not about building up your immune system. And unfortunately, so many of the things that we do in our society, the food we eat, the way we live, the shortage of sleep, the chemicals we have all over our environment and in our homes and stuff, those are all immune systems reducers. And why am I talking about this? Because I've been dealing with immune system problems for virtually my whole life. I happen to be born with genetics that just aren't great for immune system issues. And as a result, many people in my family have immune system deficiency or diseases, illnesses. I have a half dozen myself, and I've been coping for the last half of my life with understanding more about what the things I can do to help my immune system function better by removing the things that I was doing wrong by just living the normal American life. So anyway, enough on that. I didn't really mean to go off on that tangent today. Today I wanted to talk to you about the tapping points. Because it isn't always totally clear from watching somebody doing a tapping video what the points are. So these are the ones that I learned, and I see when I watch tapping videos that there's some deviation in what people do. But the first point is at the inner edges of your eyebrows, either one or both. Then the second point is on the outer edge of your eye socket, on the bony ridge, not back here on your temples, right across from your eyes. And the third spot is right under your eyes, right under the pupils of your eyes, on the bony ridge. And people who wear glasses like I do most of the time, take them off for tapping so that you can get at that bony ridge, otherwise your glasses might be covering it up. Then the next point is under your nose but above your lip. And the next point is below your lip, below your lower lip, but above where your chin sticks out. So it's right in that sort of bent in place. And the next point is down a bit from your, in this notch in your neck, drop down about an inch and over a couple of inches. And there's a spot on either side, and it's usually kind of tender. And the next point is under your arm, about 4 inches down from your armpit on the sideline of your body. And the final point is on the top of your head. Now I also forgot to tell you about this. You start off with the side of your hand. So that's what I wanted to tell you today, was keep tapping. If you do nothing else, if you're, say you call a friend and you're in a dither about what's going on, and you're calling a friend to vent, to give voice to some of the things that are bothering you, tap on this spot here. Just keep tapping on it, or move around to different spots. I don't care. But if you keep tapping on any of the spots while you're talking about your troubles, it will tend to bring you to a state where the troubles don't seem as bad anymore. But if you just talk, you're more or less reinforcing the turmoil in your mind, and have you ever noticed that you keep calling new people and running through the story over and over again, and it never seems to get any better? Well, if you tap while you're telling this story, it'll get better. It'll start clearing your mind. It'll start giving you new insights. It'll start calming you down. It'll start telling you, part of the reason why you're upset now is because you've had past incidents in your life that this is reminding you of, that things didn't work out so well. And so it unhooks some of those too. It cuts the links between past incidents and today. And usually when people tap, they end up, first voicing all the negativity that they want to dump. Then they start running out of negativity, and things, you're kind of turning the corner, like, oh, wait a minute, maybe there's another way to look at this. And then you start coming up the other side of the curve, either deliberately giving voice to something, or just new insights start coming in, like, gee, maybe there's some opportunity here that I didn't see when I was so upset. Maybe, it's always, I've been through many natural disasters. I've been through an earthquake, I've been through forest fires, I've been through hurricanes, and it's always so heartwarming to see people turn out and help their neighbors, or come in from other states and help. People on a personal level do a much better job of helping each other than FEMA and all the government agencies do. So, that's something that warms my heart. Like, yes, this is a terrible situation, and I'm already seeing people helping people. I've already had a half dozen people call me or email me or drop by my house and ask me if I'm okay and stuff. And, the people are getting more connected with each other. Even though we're under a stay-at-home order, people are getting more connected with each other in the ways that they can, and trying to be helpful to each other. And when you go into service to other people, that automatically reduces the intensity of your own feelings about your own situation. So, speaking of which, there's a website called COVID Near You that's being run by Harvard and the Boston Children's Hospital, where they're asking people to self-report whether they're feeling fine, whether they've got the symptoms of COVID, and then I presume if you report that you're feeling crummy, there's other questions to answer. There's also, they want to know if you've been tested or not. And they're trying to build maps in the United States of where the hot spots are. This is non-governmental data. This is just self-reporting. And they're trying to get people, all kinds of people, to report. I mean, in other words, get on the website and tell them even when you're feeling well, because then they can get a better idea of what percentage of the population is actually getting coronavirus and what percentage is actually having to be hospitalized. Whereas now the only thing we're hearing about is the hospitalizations and the deaths, which isn't a full picture because we don't have testing going on in great quantities right now. We don't know, is it like only 1 in 100 people who come down with this? Is it 1 in 1,000? We don't know. We have no idea right now. And so I've been contributing to this website every day about my own health status, and I hope you will too, because that's a way that you can be at home and still do something useful about this situation. So that's what I wanted to say for today. And as usual, I want you to get well and stay well. Thanks.